Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and today I will be doing a quick gaming review between the Mate 20X, the Nokia X7, and the Pocophone F1. Now you may be asking, why have I picked these three different phones? Well, the reason is, guys, is because I have picked a phone with a different processor in each specific case. So here we have the Kirin 980, the top of the line Kirin processor from Huawei in the Mate 20X. In the Nokia X7, we have the Snapdragon 710. And in the Pocophone F1, we have the Snapdragon 845. So this is really going to be more about the chips inside the phones rather than the phones themselves. And I want to see how the performance varies between the kind of the top of the line from Snapdragon, the top of the line from Kirin, and then kind of whether this 710 can actually perform to the level of these two other phones right here. So let's have a look. Alrighty, so let's get started here, and I'm going to be playing three games on these phones. We're going to be playing Tekken Mobile, Asphalt 9, and we're going to wrap up with some PUBG here. And I'm going to play them in this order right here, and just going to share my thoughts as I go through the experience of playing each one. So let's start right here with Tekken Mobile on these phones. Everything has been cleared in the background of these phones. So let's try to set these all up at once in 3, 2, 1, go. That was pretty good. Okay, there we go. They are launching. Now I've launched this new Halloween theme here. I'm going to lower the volume here on some of these. So you see there, the Mate 20X definitely got in sooner, followed by the Nokia X7. And it looks like the Pocophone may be loading the game still here. But let's get started with gaming with the Mate 20X. Let's do it. I gotta say, guys, I've been loving playing games on the Mate 20X. You don't notice look at that. Look at that quality. So let's beat this girl up right here. Oh yeah, let's go. Nina. I haven't played as Nina that much. Tekken Mobile is definitely my favorite kind of like fighting game. I do like it more than kind of that shadow fight game that I played. It's a little bit stiff, and this one's a little two-dimensional, but I do enjoy the quality of the graphics. Dual speakers here. See how loud it can get.
KO. You win.
Oh yeah.
What's done is done.
What's done is done, Nina. That was awesome. Great gaming experience here on Tekken Mobile on the Mate 20X. All right, here we go on the Nokia X7. And remember, this is the Snapdragon 710 here. Let's see how it compares. Oh yeah. Dude, Steve, I don't know if I like Steve. See, I kind of wish that they could do a bit more dynamic jumping in this game, but let's see here. Oh man, it could have been perfect. All right. Only single firing speaker though on the Nokia X7 there. Very easy to cup and lose all the sound. In terms of actual performance, it did really well there. The Snapdragon 710 did not sweat that game whatsoever. Good old Pocophone playing on the Snapdragon 845 here. Let's go. Oh yeah. Take that, you punk. Oh boy. And really good sound here from the Pocophone. Dude, gaming on this phone has always been fun. The only thing I don't like is that you see it there, curved and straight. I don't know why they just don't curve this side of the phone, because it just always looks weird whenever I play games on this phone, because you have this very prominent curve on this side and not on this one. Almost wish they just kind of ate into the notch area, but I know a lot of you guys don't like that. But solid experience here on Tekken Mobile on the Pocophone F1. Now, from the purely just kind of enjoyment of gameplay perspective, I think you guys know it's going to be hard to beat the Mate 20X in any of those categories, guys. The dual speakers, the bigger screen, just the whole experience is going to be great. So I'm going to just preempt this right ahead of time and say I'll probably enjoy gaming on this phone the most when we go through these games. But we're looking at performance specifically here. I saw very little differentiation right now between the Kirin 980 and the Snapdragon 845 right here. In fact, the 845 felt really smooth in gameplay. There were no hiccups I noticed on the 980 though, but the big surprise here was that the Nokia X7 with its Snapdragon 710, it hung with these flagship processors right here, and the Snapdragon 710 had almost as good a gameplay as any of these other ones. So take that as what you will, but I think in the overall kind of Tekken mobile experience, performance-wise, it was a tie across the board. All right, so let's jump right into the next game here. And the next game is Asphalt 9. So let's turn on the game on all three phones in equal time as we can here. In 3, 2, 1, go. I didn't touch it on this one. Dang. Well, let's compare between the 845 and the Kirin 980 here. How are they doing? And the Kirin 980 jumps in first. That 7 nanometer process, man, is definitely going to help out right here. Snapdragon 710, and then the 845 came in last there. Not sure what happened, but let's get started here on the Mate 20X. Damn, I got a new car. And we're going to play City Dash right here. And this is just, I love the fact that the dual speakers on this phone, you can cup one, doesn't matter. 3, 2, 1, let's go. That's like my new thing to do in this game. Oh, and what a mashup that was. So I don't notice any issues in terms of performance here, guys. The phone isn't getting hot at all. You can feel it on this side of my hand here, whether it's getting hot or not, which is definitely not. Let's do it. Awesome performance. And you notice here, the notch is full screened in this game here, so the notch is going to eat into your gameplay. But you don't notice it, guys. I think the beauty of the teardrop notch is that because it is so small, it really does not encroach on your gameplay experience here on these phones. And that goes for any other phones with a teardrop notch, like the Mate 20, like the Honor 8X Max, and any other kind of OnePlus 6Ts, any other teardrop notch phones, you won't notice that at all. All right, so here we go, guys, on the Nokia X7. 3, 2, 1. Let's raise the volume up. Spin-a-rooney, baby. Let's get some of these. There you go, guys. Ah, I missed the jump. Darn. Let's see if I can get the next one here. Here we go. Woo! Haha. Love that jump. Oh, yeah. Just crushed it. And did you guys notice any single hiccup when I was playing the game just now? Absolutely not, guys. The only negative really is the speaker and the way it's cupped there on this phone, because everything else in terms of gameplay was great. But as you see here, this phone is also having the same issue as the Pocophone, where one side is very curved and the other side is flat. And in fact, you notice the screen and kind of the design of this X7 is very reminiscent of the Pocophone. Last but not least, we have the Pocophone F1 here on Asphalt 9. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh yeah, I'm learning the moves now. Woo! Can you actually imagine being able to do that with your car? Can you imagine? Here we go. See there, the cupping though does, just like on the X7, just kind of switch over to the jump here. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Can he take first place? Come on, I gotta take first place, guys. On the railroad tracks. And the Snapdragon 845 is proving it may still have the best GPU on a phone. Here we go, let's go for the jump. Oh yeah, this race is definitely longer than the last one. But I'm having so much fun, I don't even notice. There's the finish line. First place finish, and what awesome gameplay on the Pocophone F1. And guys, I think you can start seeing a trend here, at least with these two games. All three phones are doing really great here. Obviously, the gameplay experience award will definitely go to the Mate 20X because of that awesome sound and that huge immersive display here. But these two phones were so close, and I think that's kind of another kind of side story of this video right here with the Nokia X7 versus the Pocophone F1. When it comes to gaming right here, there is very little separating the 845 from the 710 just from experience. I think that the 845 still feels a tad smoother, but it is almost negligible. And I think that speaks a lot to how good a chip this 710 is and really how it can hang in terms of just regular Android gameplay on the Nokia X7. And last but not least here in this quick gaming review, let's go to the big game that you're all waiting for, PUBG Mobile right here, guys. So I'm going to try to press the icon of the game at the same time. Let's see if we can do it in 3, 2, 1, go. That was much better. Now we can definitely see here which phone gets through to the launch screen of PUBG first. Okay, well that's a good sign there. That's interesting. The Snapdragon 710 is actually catching up to the 845 here a lot faster, and it definitely got to that screen faster than the 845. So surprising there, to say the least. Now let me get the game launched here on title screens on all the phones, and we can get started with this gameplay here. All right, so here we are with PUBG Halloween style. I guess we're still in the Halloween mode here. And I'm going to check the graphics settings on each phone here. So you see here, we have it on HD. We'll go high. Let's do the haunted version. Realistic. Enable anti-aliasing. So let's get right into it. And so you see here, the cutoff is happening exactly like it did on the Pocophone here on the Nokia X7. Now, just in terms of colors of the gameplay here, I'm actually liking the Nokia X7's colors better than the Pocophone. Maybe it's just kind of the viewing angles on the Pocophone, but they do appear a little bit more washed out from this view right here. And obviously though, you can't touch the colors on the Mate 20X, which just look incredible. And the sound here is coming from the Mate 20X. And let's start here with so I'm matching a game here, and I'm going to do something that I've never done before here on Frankie Tech, which is play 3 games of PUBG at exactly the same time. This is probably going to be an absolute disaster, guys, but stay tuned right here. And you saw it there, the Mate 20X came into the game first, followed by the Nokia X7 and then the Pocophone. So that's 3 for 3 there for the Nokia X7 coming into the game first. So let's play a little bit of run around here. PUBG Mobile on the Mate 20X. Is there a better experience in the world right now? I would say not. And let's do the classic Frankie Tech, jumping into the ocean right here. That's right. Go for a swim, girl. Go for a swim. And so you see gameplay here on all these phones. Look at that. And obviously, I think the colors look best on the Mate 20X. Let's launch here on all these phones at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go. There we are, flying down. So we're moving around here. I don't notice that much of a difference. So they're doing pretty well over here. Colors look great on the Mate 20X and the Nokia X7. And the Pocophone looks great as well. A little bit more washed out though. Let's see how we're doing in terms of temperature. Pocophone, not hot at all. Classic Pocophone style there. And the Nokia X7 is definitely feeling a little bit warmer on this side. So we're gonna do a little bit of running here. And the Mate 20X, how is it feeling? It's not even breaking a sweat, guys. This phone feels like maybe a little tad warm on this side, but you don't notice it whatsoever. That GPU turbo is coming into play on the Mate 20X right here. It is just staying cool, and it is just not having any issues whatsoever in terms of gameplay. Now let's run into this house here on the Nokia X7, and let's keep running here on the Mate 20X, see if we can get to a building. All right, so I got in, got some guns, and I see some shooting going on here. Someone's coming after me. Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Back on the Pocophone now. Looks like we got in here. Let's get some guns now. And I think I might be in the same game as my other guys here, which is hilarious. Uh-oh. Have you ever seen something so insane, guys? Dude, I'm kicking my own ass. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Well, let's not let that happen. Let's turn around and kill the Pocophone here. Looks like we're on the same team here, guys. So let's go and kill this person instead. Oh boy, I'm gonna get killed right here. So let's go back to the Mate 20X here. And I kind of wish I'd stayed on the Mate 20X because I'm just getting annihilated on the other phones right now. Let's see if I can come save them here on the Mate 20X. Someone's dead soon. Oh boy. You see here performance on the Mate 20X. It's not skipping a beat. It is running this game beautifully. All three games are running beautifully here. So guys, I think I've concluded that there is absolutely no way that you can play PUBG Mobile on three phones at the same time. But when it comes to performance, I think we have a clear winner here in the Mate 20X, and the Pocophone still did great, but the real surprise here is how well the Nokia X7 with that Snapdragon 710 performed right here. It did a great job, and it's only getting slightly warmer to the touch though. Definitely warmer than the other two phones though, but you can definitely put a case on this phone. The glass back will help for that extreme gameplay there. You should be fine and not worried if you're getting this phone with the Snapdragon 710 that you're missing out on the highest level PUBG experience. So that's it for this video, guys. And my final verdict on gaming on these phones, well, there was a clear winner in terms of just gaming experience here, and that was definitely the Mate 20X. I think that's no surprise to any of you guys here, just in terms of the audio quality, in terms of just the bigger screen, the more immersive gameplay experience. Any big phone is going to do that for you guys though. So it's not just this phone. The Mi Max 3 had a very similar experience when I was playing these games like PUBG and Asphalt. It's just so immersive that you kind of forget about the performance side of it. And that's why the Mi Max 3 has been such a joy to use. But the Mate 20X with the Kirin 980, it's the best chip on any Android phone. That coupled with this size screen makes it just an unbeatable gameplay experience. But I will give an honorable mention here to one phone in particular, and that phone is, no, not the Pocophone, although the Pocophone did really admirably, and the 845 is no slouch whatsoever. It was this phone right here, the Nokia X7. How surprising that the Snapdragon 710 performed just as well as it did, and you saw in these three games here, it really is not going to give you as bad, like a bad experience. It's going to give you very close to the same level experience as the flagship processors right here. So if you're concerned about performance using this phone and the Snapdragon 710, don't be. Because when it comes to overall kind of just performance, price to performance ratio, this phone offers really great experiences. Now, obviously the Pocophone you can get for around 2,700 Hong Kong dollars now, or just around 400 bucks. So that still is the value champion, I think, overall. But if I had to pick one between these two, what's amazing is that this phone is the kind of the higher version of the phone, the X7 with 6 gigs of RAM. And if you can get a cheaper version of this phone with 4 GB, I don't think you're going to notice that much of a difference versus the Pocophone F1, and may be the new value champion if you factor in the fact that the Snapdragon 710 is such a capable chip in gaming. But let me know what you guys think in the comments there. Which phone do you think did best? If you like this video, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon for future updates. And a quick note here, guys. I want to say thank you so much for your incredible support. We just hit 20,000 subscribers on the channel, and I really couldn't do it with all of your interest, with all of your following, and all of your support. It really, from the bottom of my heart, means so much to me. So thanks so much for watching this channel each and every day. I will keep committing myself to making great content for you guys on the latest, coolest phones here on Frankie Tech. And stay tuned for awesome content coming up before we hit the holiday season right here, guys. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Y'all have a good one.